Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Hi, I'm Kirby. No, you're not in the bad place. You're in the good place with me for my live signing. Thank you guys so much for coming here, for waking up if you're somewhere where it's early. If you're in the UK, it's the evening. So thank you for tuning in. I'm Kirby Howell-Baptiste. I play Death in The Sandman. I also have played a number of characters. I play Erica McKenna. Erica? I play McKenna. Her name's not Erica. I think I know someone called Erica McKenna. I know a character. I play a character called McKenna in the current Netflix show Splinter Cell. Can you imagine? It's really early. I've just flown here and I'm very, very, very jet lagged. So that's what's going on. I've also played Simone in The Good Place. I've been in a bunch of things. You guys have the internet, but this is my live signing. So I have like a bunch of prints and things to sign that people have sent over to me. It's my face, portrait, landscape, different hair, different makeup, in character. So I'm going to sign them. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. There's also a little QR code on your screen. So if you want to print, if you want to send us a message, we're here, we're live. I think we're live on Instagram. I don't have my Instagram open. It would be distracting. It might not have been. It might actually be helpful. Maybe I should open it up. Let's have a look. Join me as I display my lack of tech savvy. I think it's live. Maybe you guys can tell me. But if you want a print, you can scan the QR code that is on the screen and you can get one. And you can also sign in. Daniela is here from Brazil. Hi. Hi, Daniela. So far, Daniela, it's you and me in the chat. There may be other people, but you're the one commenting. So it's really just like a private room between you and I. But I'm going to go ahead, Daniela. If you want anything, let me know. I mean, not like anything. I can't get you a coffee because I'm probably, thousands of miles from you. But I am going to start signing some of these prints. So this first one is from Minnie. Let's see if there's a surname or if Minnie is just Minnie, just like Kirby. Maybe it's just Minnie. Just Minnie. So Minnie sent this print, so I'm going to sign it. I've been really organized. So you guys know Barry Sloan, who plays Destruction. Barry's very, very helpful and done a number of these, and he told us to label them all. And Barry is like that. His name is Destruction, but as we say in the show, destruction is also the counterpart to creation. And Barry is very creative and very helpful. He's helped us all out. Mason will tell you, Donna will tell you. Barry has been instrumental. By the way, gold pen, no bueno. Would really like the silver because this gold leaks. But this is to Minnie, so I'm going to sign this one to Minnie. Let's hope it doesn't leak because I've worked with Oh, do you know what I've got? Everyone. Whoever's here and is privy to just my ramblings. I've got. Bear with me as I lift my laptop to just reveal what I've got because I am an organized person. You probably can't tell right now. It doesn't look like an organized person, but I am. I'm organized, and I don't want these things to go wrong. So I had these test prints because some of them went a little iffy. So look, the gold pen, it bleeds, no bueno. So also, this is life, such as life. Some of these, I had to test them. So I'm not going to use that gold because I've just realized that gold will leak and I don't want Minnie's to leak.
Kirby.
Hi.
Real quick. Hi, everybody. This is Lindsay Jones from Streamily. Nice to talk to you guys. I am here moderating for Kirby's stream. I'm so excited. Kirby, we're just going to double check that you hit go live on your Instagram. Okay. Let's also do share with your audience on the StreamYard link or the StreamYard room. Excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I clicked.
Good.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, we're good.
So look, I had clicked go live and I saw the Streamily thing on the box, but it wasn't.
Yeah, that's it. It should be good if you saw it. Yes. Thank you.
Hi, guys.
Welcome. You're the best. Thanks. Go ahead, guys. Enjoy your time with Kirby and buy a print, scan the QR code.
It did seem like it was a bad place for a second, didn't it? Where everything went wrong, where all the technology went wrong. But it's a good place. We're here. Okay, let me just double check, you guys. Technical difficulties. Share with your audience in the StreamYard. Are we all good to go here in StreamYard?
We are good to go. You're live on Instagram. Okay. Everyone is seeing you. Guys, enjoy the stream. Kirby's amazing. She's the sweetest. Have fun.
Yeah. Hi, guys. So sorry. Sorry for the technical difficulties. like my character, I'm a real world girl. You know, I like to be out there doing my thing. I'm not so great with the technology. That's the truth. I guess I could be better if I just applied myself, just like secondary school. Hi. Disculpe mi inglés. No. I mean, you're speaking Portuguese, Daniela, because you're from Brazil, but aprendo español, pero mi español es, you know, but it's poquito. So I'm learning. So no, please do not apologize for your English, because you definitely speak English better than I speak any other language. Can I? Hi, with more people joining us. I met you in Sandman. Oh, thanks, Daniela. That's so nice. Oh, an ankh necklace. That's so lovely. I've got to tell you, Daniela, when I came to Brazil for Comic-Con, I went to an incredible market, and I can't remember where. It was like a street market, and I got a really gorgeous ankh ring in Brazil that I wear a lot. I don't have it here because I actually forgot to pack it. But that meant a lot to me. So shout out Brazil. You guys know I love you in Brazil. I'm desperate to come back. Okay, cool. So I am going to start signing for everyone. Again, for those of you who joined late, it wasn't your fault. It's because I wasn't streaming to Instagram at the time. So it's totally my fault. But just so you know, there's a link on screen. So if you want to print, if you see me signing, you're like, whoa, that looks cool. I want that in my house. In my car, in wherever you want it, you know, wherever you want to put your picture, then you can scan the link up there, scan the QR code, and you can get a signed print. So also to let you know, to those of you signing, I hope I have a foolproof system. I had some test sheets. They weren't test sheets. They actually had people's names on them. They were meant to be for you guys, but they turned out wrong and I couldn't send them to you. I thought, no way. You guys are paying good money for signings and I can't have, like, look at all this bleeding. Come on, that's ridiculous. So this first one is for Minnie, and I'm gonna sign to Minnie, and I use this pink one. By the way, I wish I had silver. I'm so sorry. We are gonna for the next signing there will be silver because someone asked specifically for silver. But this is to Minnie. So Minnie, thank you so much. Look at this. Now this pen doesn't want to work. How dare? Here we go. Oh my goodness. There we go. This is Minnie. All right, that's to Minnie. Minnie, that's going out to you. That is signed, sealed, not quite delivered. That's for Minnie. Who else do we have next? Can you guys hear the music? I kind of put music on because I was like, maybe it'll be a little vibe, but I've got this like streamily music going on. Like, hey, Minnie, you're here. Minnie Clark. Minnie, you're my first one, my first signing. Minnie, number one. Also, Minnie, just so you know, let me show you. Where was the test print? I think I tried one for you, Minnie, and it was not good enough at all, the first one. So I redid it. Anyway, so that's for you, Minnie. I wrote little messages. My pen was a little leaky. So there you go. That's going out to you, Minnie. Thanks for signing. You said thank you. Thank you, Minnie. Thanks for buying a print of my face. Okay, let's go to the next one. Oh my God. Danny, I'm so sorry. Danny, you're number 2. I've just done a little, okay. Wow, she said she was organized and she just did a little scribble on it. So maybe I'll just write that. Look, Danny, I'm a human being. Hi, Danny, if you're here. I did 2 little scribbles on your picture, but I'm going to turn them into love hearts. That's what I'm going to do right now. See? Because you make lemons out of lemonade. So I'm going to make 2 little love hearts. That's what those are going to be. They're going to be 2 little love hearts. And you'll know that in this moment, I took what could have been a mishap and I've turned it into something beautiful. And it says walk with me, Danny. Danny already asked for it. It says walk with me. And I'm just going to sign my name on it. Oh, Minnie. I didn't sign my name. Goodness gracious. That could be anyone. There we go. Wow. Okay, so we've got Minnie and Danny so far. So Danny, you've got your message which says walk with me, Danny. Also some love hearts because I accidentally thought I was using a test sheet, but that's real. You got like real unfiltered Kirby there. The next one is just says number 3. Wow, me. Oh, that's because they didn't do their name. Okay, so that's not on me. Okay, so someone didn't write their name, but they did ask for a very long message It's one of my quotes, one of Death's quotes, which says, "When the last living thing dies, I'll put the chairs on the table, turn out the light, and lock the universe behind me," which is one of my favorite quotes. So I'm just going to add my little signature to that. And that's going to be on its way to you. Number 3. That's on its way. I quite like that. I think my mum would like that post, actually. I should maybe keep one of those for her. She would love that. Okay. This next one is for the Lou Guerrero family. Hi, for a whole family. How cute. Okay. Let's sign it. Do you want the whole family's name on it? Let's use my test sheets of the same image that was originally for Jessica. But Jessica, it went wrong, as you can see, horribly. Couldn't send that to you. Don't worry, yours has come out. But I'm going to use the same pen. I think this will work. So I can write a message on there. This is to the Lou Guerrero family. That's really fun. I'm hyphenated. Tell me, do you get stopped at the airport a lot because you have a hyphenated name? Because I do. Okay, so I'm going to write that on there. Let's write it over here. To the... Someone needs to talk to Sharpie. These pens are not doing what they say they need to do. The L-I-U-G-U-E-R-R-E-R-O. See, you know, I don't want to be too confident because I'm like, I know how to spell it, but then I don't want to get it wrong. So there we go. There we go. So we got a signature. And we're going to sign it. Where should we sign it? Let's sign it in black, right over here. That's so nice. Okay, the Lou Guerrero family, Guerrero family, thank you so much. And thanks for getting a print. Okay, let's read some of the chats. So, you know, this is my first one of these, by the way, guys. So you're kind of watching how the sausage gets made. So Comic Jack, you killed it as death. Thanks, Jack. That's so nice. Was I original fan? Yes, I was a huge fan of the comic book series. I was also a huge fan of Death because I'd never seen Death portrayed in that way. And I remember when I actually was introduced to the sort of world of, I guess it's not the world of Sandman, but the sort of like, I guess the game and world I was introduced. I read American Gods first. And then from that, I thought, whoa, incredible writing. And so then I went to the Sandman and I absolutely love this character. And that was many moons ago, way before it was ever even a consideration. I don't even know if this show was a consideration then. I read it like a lot of people in those sort of like formative years, and you're starting to see characters and people in the world that you maybe haven't actually seen in the actual world, but you get to see it in that world. So that was cool. Minnie, you're gonna be Death for Halloween. I love that. Can I say that I think Death is a fantastic Halloween costume? I'm biased, but also it's really easy. Like, all you need is a black tank top, black jeans, black boots, and an ankh, and you can get all of that in like a charity shop, and that's cool. No, like, you know, we're not trying to break the bank here because it's one day. Let's do something that we could also wear maybe during the year. You know, very easy. But I love that. Please, you should post a picture. I'd love to see it. I don't always see things, by the way, online. I don't see a lot of the DMs and stuff because, you know, that's a crazy world. But I would if you tag it, hopefully I'll see it. I don't know. I'll look for it because I feel like at Halloween a lot of people do stuff. But again, you're learning. I'm not super tech savvy. I checked my Instagram today because I was signing on to this, and it said my average daily use is 8 minutes. So, you know, you're not going to see a lot in 8 minutes. But because it's Halloween, I would love to see some of those. So I'll go on a little search. So tag me, and I'll go for a little search, and I'll spend the day looking. Oh yeah, scan the QR code on the screen to get your own print. Mike, I bought this as a treat for myself while I recover from surgery. Oh my God, Mike, you bought one of these. You bought one of these. You're in here. Let me find you. Mike, what surgery did you have? Oh my gosh. Mike, you might be one of the ones that I had to... Oh, this one. Oh, Mike, that's so nice. You got a big poster. Listen, Mike, as you heard before, and also because you're recovering from surgery, I had a lot of these mess ups, as you may have heard. You didn't, I don't know if you actually did hear. Did you see that I made a bunch of mess ups? And do you want one of these since you're recovering from surgery? I don't know if I'm allowed to do that, but I'm gonna. Because Mike's recovering from surgery, guys. That's big. can you say what surgery? I mean, I don't know if you want to. You don't have to. But I'm going to throw in one of my test prints, which is basically like the mad ramblings of a woman who was trying to get it right. So why don't I send you? You'll get your real print, and then you'll also get one of my mess ups, which is also kind of nice because that's what life is, isn't it? Life is beautiful. There's always mess ups, and you kind of roll with it. So I'm going to send that to you. But Mike, I'm going to get to you, okay? I'm going to keep signing, and I'm going to get to you, and then I'll add that in. Christopher, you're number 5. Oh, someone said that was me, number 3. Anonymous turtle lover. Cute. Okay, well, it's signed anonymous turtle lover. No, Christopher, number 5. This is also one of my favorite quotes. You got a lifetime, which is what any of us can hope for. All of us can hope for. That's all we can hope for. So I'm going to send that. That's signed, Christopher. It's on its way to you. Next, we have, this was Orpheus's wedding / his wife's, not funeral, but kind of. Yeah, it was the next day. Tough. That's not what anyone wants. This is for Amara. Beautiful name. Amora is like Amora. I think it's going to be Amara. Anyway, Amara, this is for you, so I'm going to sign it. Oh my God, I had 8 inches of my colon removed. No, Mike. Yikes, bro. That's a lot. That's a lot of inches. That's a lot of colon. Oof. Okay, well, Mike, you're definitely going to get one of these. I'm going to send you. So you got the big print. That one. I'm going to send you from my original, my mess up, but from, this was my first appearance, I guess, wasn't it? This was not my first day on set. I think this was my first time on screen, you know, in the park. We filmed this in Richmond Park, and when I threw a ball at his head. No, I threw a baguette at his head and I caught a ball. So Mike, I'm going to send this to you. I'm going to write a little message. It does have Danny's name on it. Danny, I hope you don't mind. Danny, you do have a real print. But I'm just going to say get well soon. And let's try it in the gold. Does the gold work? I'm going to say get well soon, Mike. And a love heart. And an ank. And this is my mess up sheet. And it also says walk with me, Danny. So, you know, maybe Mike and Danny, you guys can connect because you have prints that are linked. So I'm going to put it over here. When I get to yours, Mike, I'll tack them together. Whose was this one? Amara. Jesus. Sorry. Completely lost my train of thought. Okay, Amara. I'm going to sign it. So some people have asked for messages and some people haven't. But as you can see, I'm a rambler and I don't know how to keep it brief. So even if you haven't asked for a message, you're just going to at least get a little ank drawing. My quick little ank drawing. So that's signed, Mara. That's on its way to you with a little ank and all my love. This is for Valentine. Hey, that was your second choice. See, we're locked in, right? There we go. Perfect. Endless sibling. Who's my favorite endless sibling? I think Death's favorite sibling is Dream. You know, we connect the most. Do you know who I really like? I had a question asked at our Q&A about what sibling I would trade places with just for a day, only a day. And I think I would perhaps trade places with Desire because I think it would be very, very fun to be that uninhibited, but only for a day because I think it can become reckless. I made some wings. Okay, well, you really set it up. Minnie, please, I would love to see that. Did I keep anything from set? No. Minnie, can I tell you something? In the first season, I walked away wearing the tank top. I left the last day of set and I was like, oh, it's a black tank top. They won't care. And they sent a courier to my house to come and pick it up. A black tank top. So no, I did not take anything from set. I asked second season for a couple of things. The art department were more willing to give things in the costume department. So I got there's a program from Dream's funeral and I have that and that's really gorgeous. It's embossed and it's beautiful. It's got his helm on it and I love that. So I kept that. So I have little things. I have that. I keep some of our like cool sheets and things when it's like, especially when it was group days and everyone was in. But other than that, no. Desire is a menace. And Mason is a menace. You'll see. If you guys tune into Mason's live signing, which you should, because Mason is fantastic and it'll be a party. Yeah, so scan. I don't know if this works also for Mason, but you can always go on to Streamily And for Donna, Mason, and Barry are also all doing live signings. So if you can't find the information this way, then you can go to Streamily and you'll find it there. So shout out to my siblings. Valentine, I'm going to sign this for you. Can you guys hear my music in the background? It's very loud. It's very quiet. It's very light. I wanted it to be gentle because I didn't want it to overpower, and the Streamily music's kind of going. But anyway, that's for Valentine. You got a signature and an ank. I think this might be you, Mike. Haha. Mike, here's your original print while you recover from having 8 inches of your colon removed. Wowza. So this is your print. And then you also have the extra. I'm going to sign this, Mike. You didn't ask for a message, Mike, but do you want me to write get well soon on it as well? I wrote get well soon on the other one. I'm just going to say all the best. Yeah? So I'm just going to say all the best. Yeah. All my love, because that's what I'm sending you. I love you. All my love. All my love to everyone. Done. All right, Mike. There's your OG. And then here's your extra. And actually, I'm going to write your name on the back of it so I don't forget, so it all gets sent together. So this is going to be, Mike, you were number 8. So I'm going to make this number 8. Mike. Cool. All right, Mike. Right. It's for you. All set, Mike. I hope you feel better. I hope you are recovering. I hope you have people to take care of you. Grace Monroe in Infinity Train. Whoa, I absolutely loved that show. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's really sad. Oh, wow. Okay, well, Kale's Tales. I see that you've... Kale's Tales, what can I... Oh, that's so nice. Thank you for letting me know. And I'm really, really glad that you enjoyed the show. And that's really sad and weirdly kind of apt to all, you know. It's really sad. I didn't know that. So thank you for letting me know. And that's cool that you got tattooed. I would love to see that. I see some... I would love you to get a print, Kales. How do we get that to you? You know what we should do? Maybe we should make this for the next signing. We should try and get some Infinity Train, just something of Grace. That would be really cool, wouldn't it? And that would be cool to send to you. So I'm gonna. This is all being recorded, so this is the receipt. So the Streamily guys are here and they're listening. So perhaps we can get that for the next one. We can get some of the animation. We can get some of McKenna's in. Is it terrible? Sorry, I'm gonna actually look something up. Can someone tell me the first name of my character? Zinnia McKenna. Oh my goodness. I was going to say Grace McKenna, but I was merging worlds of Infinity Train because the character was called Grace. And then McKenna in McKenna in Splinter Cell. So I was merging worlds. So I was calling her Grace. Isn't that bad? I forgot the character's name. It happens because it's like now I have so many people in my brain because of all the characters. They kind of like stay with you a little bit, almost like in Inside Out, you know, like those core memories, like all of them are like, I think actors have like almost like another color, and those are all the characters we play, and they're like what they're in there, so I haven't dropped them all. Zinnia McKenna, yes, I was getting it. So we're getting an Infinity Train print made as we speak. So Kale's Tales, yeah, there you go. And then also, you know, for the next one, since Splinter Cell's come out, we'll probably get some of the Zinnia McKenna going. So there you go. Let's keep signing. Who do we have next? We have Brett. Hi, Brett, number 9. Let's get this signed. Let's get this signed and shipped off to you, Brett. There we go. Brett, thank you so much. Hope you see this. So for those of you who you wouldn't get this because you're not here, but if you're not here for the live, this also is live on my IG, and it's also going to be on YouTube forever. The internet is forever. forever. So yes, so that's going to be, so if you don't see yourself or you're not here to hear your shout out, then you'll hopefully see it later. So that's for Brett. Brett, you're number 9. And this is for Jessica. Jessica asked for the quote. Okay, Jessica, I gotta say to you, you're not you I don't think you're here, but I'm really, really grateful to you, Jessica, because you pulled up a quote that I didn't remember. I hadn't come across it for a long time, and it wasn't part of the show, so it wasn't one of the things that I was really, familiar with, because it was, it wasn't one of the lines I had to learn. But I really love this quote, and actually I think it now has become my favorite death quote, which is, the times you don't see when you're having them, they make the rest of it matter. And I think that's really an amazing quote, because I think especially nowadays, where the reality is most people's public personas are kind of the highlights, and I think that what really makes life are the moments that you don't see, or the moments that other people don't see, and the moments that can't quite be captured and publicized. So I really, really, really love this quote. So thank you actually for asking for it, and I'm going to sign it for you. And that's on its way to you, Jessica. Thank you. Yeah, the times you don't see when you're having them, the good and the bad. That's what makes life. That's what makes it alive. So this next one is for Craig in America. Craig. Which says you got a lifetime, which is very true. You get a lifetime. So thank you, Craig. I'm going to sign this for you and get this on its way to you within your lifetime. You guys know the Streamly guys are on it, so they will get it to you very, very soon. Let me let that dry. This gold pen is behind the scenes. This is the not glamorous part. Me just sort of blowing on the Sharpie to make it dry and not rub. Okay, we're actually coming towards the end of the signings. So if you want one, scan here and you can get one. If not, you're just going to get me chilling and chatting. But you can ask questions. Like, I'm here if you want to ask a question. Again, I'm in Los Angeles right now, so it is 9:57 a.m. And because this is LA, most people probably aren't awake. Well, people with real jobs are awake. They've been awake for a while. But a lot of, I'd say, my peers are not awake, or maybe they are. Maybe they're just starting their day, but they're not like up. Most people are online. But in London, it's 6 p.m. Shout out hometown. Maybe tell me where it is. I'm not gonna go on my phone. I think you guys can tell me. So Daniela, what time is it in Brazil? And then the rest of you guys, where are you coming in from? Kales, Minnie, Quinny, where are you in? I'm going to LA in March. Any stores to go to? Quinny, any stores to go to? I'll be completely honest with you. I am a person who loves anything that was owned by someone else. So I'm a big thrift shop girl. So I say thrift shop. In England, we used to call them charity shops. I don't know if people still call them that. But I love a Goodwill. I love a Salvation Army. I love your local places. That's what I am. I'm kind of a rummager. I want things that someone else has loved for a while and then discarded, and I like the opportunity of giving it another life. But any other stores? No, I can give you food. I love food. Actually, I've got a little list. Let me tell you some food spots. That's what I can do. Well, Lauren Hill here. Let me tell you what. Let me put you onto some food spots. Okay. So just so you know, I'm a Valley girl. I mean, I'm from London, but I love the Valley. So there's a place called Gamtubop, and it's like they do the these, like the rice in the seaweed. What's that called? They're called rice balls. Oh yeah, they're just called rice balls. But I first tried them in Japan, from the 7-Eleven actually in Japan, which is unbelievable, by the way. 7-Elevens in Japan are like gourmet restaurants. And I used to get one every day for breakfast, and I found this place in the Valley in Glendale, and they do it, and they're delicious. And then there's the Americana. You can take a little stroll. You don't have to buy anything, go get your food, walk around. You don't have to shop. It's not all about shopping and buying things and indulging. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what life's about. Life's about moments and connection. Where else? Where else is on my list? This ranges from things that I've not been to other things that I have been to. So a place called Joy. Ooh, that's a Taiwanese restaurant. That's really amazing. That's really a really, really, really great place. What else? What else? What else? What else? Ooh, Bohemian House of Espresso and Chai. That's downtown. Great coffee shop if you're going to be downtown. Downtown's fun too because you've got Santee Alley. I absolutely love Santee Alley. Talk about a rummage. That stuff is new, but it's amazing. So Santee Alley, you've got to go down to downtown. Also great food. There is a amazing, like LA's Chinatown is really, really cool. That's all downtown. Portland, Oregon, what time is it there? 7-Eleven Japan is a culture on its own. Absolutely, Jack. Absolutely. Erinif from Italy. Hi. Shade 92008. I grew up in LA. I love LA. I would say I'm like half London, half Cali girl. That's like my vibe. I love California. I love it. I love this city. I love LA.
Hey Kirby, Lindsay Jones from Streamly here again. If you don't
Oh my
mind,
gosh,
I
it's
have
Lindsay.
hello.
Am
I
I
have
in
a couple of
trouble? Do I need to
questions
sign
from.
these on?
No. You're fine. You're fine. You're
Okay.
killing it. We got the autographs in. Thank you guys so much for buying everything and for scanning the QR code. You can always get one again from Kirby. I have 3 to 5 questions from Instagram and X. We are streaming from all over the place on the internet right now. Would you want to answer those real quick, and then we can?
Yes. And I
Yeah,
also have 2 more to sign, so I'll get to those. Sorry. Craig. No, not Craig.
perfect.
Yes, Craig and Alice.
Let's do those first.
Did I just sign Craig? Oh, you know what, Craig? I think you got a mess up, so I made you 2. So Craig, you got 2. Sorry, let me just sign that. Craig, you also got 2 because I messed yours up with that gold Sharpie. Lindsay, since you're here, next time can I get a silver Sharpie?
Of
And also
course.
these
Yeah, we
gold
will
ones
send you
are.
some stat.
Thank you. But anyway, Craig, you got these both because this one is like, and this one is like, so you get both.
Awesome.
And
First question
one,
for you then, Kirby,
oh,
if it's
first question, and then I'm
okay.
going to do the last
Oh,
one
no, no,
after
go
because
ahead, go
this is
ahead, go ahead. You
no,
first.
no,
You
okay, I'll do it because this is a long one. I'm going to read, this is a lovely, lovely quote that it's from also my first episode. At the end, each of us stands alone. The sunless lands are far away and the journey is hard. Most of us will be glad for the company of a friend. So I'm just going to sign that. That one is to Alice. Alice, thank you so much. That is coming to you. ASAP. Now it's signed. Oh, I drew on my table. Oh no, I got so excited about that signature. I've literally drawn Sharpie on the table. I'll sort that out later. Don't worry, I've got Sharpie everywhere. I've got Sharpie on my nails. I've got Sharpie on the table. We're all good. Okay, question.
Sharpie all over. That's okay. That is the beauty of
Sharpie everywhere.
Streamily. Is Kirby is joining us right now from just the comfort of her living room. I know everyone here is also just joining from the comfort of their homes. We're so happy that we can share Kirby and all of her joy and just bubbliness from, like, again, from her home to yours across the globe. Thank you guys so much for joining in. So, some questions that I have pulled because again, we're streaming to X, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all over. We had one that was asking, would you ever consider directing or doing any show writing?
I do. I actually do that already. Wow. Wow. Are you my new agent? I actually,
I can book you.
You my new agent? Should I worry? Should I tell them? Should they worry? I do write. I actually do write. I think that writing is really beautiful. I found particularly in the pandemic where I couldn't, like, I wasn't out working in that way. It was a really amazing way to sort of like expel all of the ideas and feelings and all of that sort of stuff. So I do write, and I would love to direct. I actually was really, really fortunate, and I shadow directed on the final season of Barry with Bill Hader. Bill Hader is a fantastic director and a really, really great guy, and he had me shadow direct, which was what was meant to be one episode, and then we just kind of enjoyed hanging out with each other. So I directed maybe 3 shadow directed, and I think the moment I was really proud of was I offered Bill, I mean, very bold of me, offered Bill a suggestion and he took it, and that was really, really cool, and both like enjoyable and humbling. And it's also really cool when you work with directors who understand that sort of, and I hope to be this kind of director that kind of any idea, the worst thing that can happen is you can say no to an idea, but it's worth taking them because you never know what works and what doesn't, and at the end of the day you get credit for it all anyway. So thanks to my new
I
agent.
love it. I love it. Of course. I have a secondary question for you. This comes from Instagram. They were asking, how do you navigate your acting like preparation between voice acting and on camera acting? Because you're fluent in both.
I am fluent in both. I speak both on camera and voiceover. How do I navigate it? Pretty similarly. It's normally like material that excites me and roles that excite me, characters that excite me. That's sort of the choosing of it. In terms of preparation, I will say, obviously, the preparation for something where you're seen physically, there's like a physical preparation. There's also, you're going to be in spaces where you're interacting with other actors and sets and things like that. So a lot of that work is kind of done for you in a way. Like, especially, okay, let's take Sandman. We have incredible costumes, incredible set decorators, incredible design. Lights are really beautiful. So some of the work as an actor is really done for you, in that you can sort of arrive on set and the moment you step into Dream's realm, you feel like you're in another place. So it's not really hard to act like you're in another place. Whereas when you're doing a voiceover, you're in a booth, sometimes alone, you just got your headphones, so you do have to sort of like get yourself in the role a bit more. You have to do a bit more of your own homework. But I will say voiceover is extremely liberating, because I feel like what's nice about it is you can get in there and there's no one looking at you. I mean, there's like normally the tech person or director, but they're just sort of worried about what they're doing. And you can, I mean, let's say, okay, so for McKenna, Zinnia McKenna, because I now know her full name, in Splinter Cell, that character is like either kicking butt or having her butt kicked the whole season. And I was throwing myself around the studio, and you can kind of just be completely uninhibited. You can just sort of act completely ridiculous, do ridiculous voices and all that sort of stuff, and there's no one looking at you. So it's almost like, the whole dance, like no one's watching. There's that element of voiceover that I really, really love. That's really cool. It's freeing.
Yeah, voice acting is definitely freeing. I relate with you there,
Yeah.
Kirby. You get to be a little silly for a second. This will be the
Yeah.
last question of the stream. And thank you guys again so much for joining us. It's
Ah,
been fantastic already. Scan the QR code on screen to get another print from Kirby. And now we're going to put that Infinity Train print up. I am literally making it right now, Kirby. I
oh,
got your
thank
call and I was like, let's
you.
go.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
I got you. So we just talked a little bit more about like the serious aspects of acting and how you get into character and prep. This one's a little silly, but I like it. I want to end it on like a positive, fun note. They were asking if there's any character that you would love to play, voice acting or on camera wise, who would it be? Who are some of your like fictional role models?
Fictional role models. Do you know what? I want to play anything. I mean, fictional role models.
I know, choice of words there, right?
You know what it is? There's so many between like all the created worlds. I mean, obviously you've got like your big powerhouses. You've got like your Marvel and you've got your DC, but then obviously within that there's worlds within worlds, right? Because obviously you've got DC from the sort of stuff that we've already seen in Batman, and then you've got our world of Sandman. And so I think I'm really at the moment like I wherever I'm led, that wherever the fans tell me to go, I'll go, because I do think that I feel very, very fortunate to be in this pocket of people that have been able to bring characters that are on the page to life. And I think it's no small feat. I actually think it's really an honor, because though what it looks like on paper is, there's casting directors and there's producers and there's all this sort of stuff, and those people seem like they're in charge. Really, I think what's really liberating about the world of comic books, or about the world of sort of, the fantasy world, is that little do you guys know, but you guys are in charge. Like, the fans are so in charge of who gets to be parts of those worlds, because you guys are so vocal and so excited and so engaged and so knowledgeable. Whenever I go to a convention, I'm wowed by people's encyclopedic knowledge of not just the Sandman, but just of characters and of lines and things like that. And I just think that when it comes to fiction and fantasy and sort of graphic novels and comic books, I think the fans are kind of like your first port of call. I think in general, I think there should be like much respect paid, because there's people who've been following these stories since, like the Sandman, like since the 80s. So you guys know. So you tell me who you'd like me to play, and I'll call my agent, who is here.
I got you. Yeah, I'm taking notes.
Right.
I'm taking notes, Kirby. You're amazing. Everyone, this is the end of our time with Kirby. It has been phenomenal already. You all are incredible. I will happily pass along any upcoming roles to Kirby, because you're going to see more of her. She is killing it in the industry. She is a star. She is a force to be reckoned with. Again, scan that QR code on screen. You can get another print. I'm going to be making a few more for her in the future. We have more Sandman cast streaming this week, so stay tuned for their streams as well. And guys, just thank you so much, Kirby. Thank you for letting me host for you.
Thank
You are
you.
phenomenal. I will take
Oh,
care. Enjoy your week, guys. See you
thanks,
later.
guys. Oh, Queenie, I want a burrito.